Hey, how's it going? It's us again. We understand you're probably still at home. So, yeah, where does all the time go? We just wanted to give you a couple more minutes here with another story that you think you've heard before, but this one's a little bit new. You guys ready? Everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do this. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Jack who lived with his mother. They were very poor, and all they had was a cow named Milky White. So they had plain milk. Now their neighbors, who were a little bit fancy, had cows named Strawberry and Chocolate, and there was even one named Almond, and so they had all kinds of milk. But Jack and his mom, no, not so much. All they had in their barn was a TV with like a built-in VCR and a bunch of VHS tapes from 1986. They watched them all the time. That's all they did. But one day, Jack's mom went to him and told him,
Oh, Jack, I'm so sorry, but you have to get rid of Milky White. I need you to take him to the market, which is very far, and sell him.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm vegan and also lactose intolerant, but I've just been drinking milk because that's all we had.
Oh, I know. And I'm simultaneously appreciative and heartbroken. But I want you to sell the cow for some seed money to make one of those startup companies or something. I don't know much about business, but I hear those are really good. So go and make sure you get a very good price. Thank you, Jack.
Oh, 10 for Ma, one brand new career coming up.
So off to the market Jack went, singing as he went, and the cow gave him a decent beat to sing to. You know, the cow was kind of good at beatboxing for some reason. It's like,
I am poor, so I'm going to town. Gonna sell my cow to the market.
and on the way, Jack met a shady, shadowy figure who stepped out from the shade and into the path. Hey, kid, nice tunes.
Oh, thanks. But, would you mind stepping out of the way? I gotta get to town.
Why?
Well, my mom wants me to start a company, so I'm selling this cow for seed money.
Seed money? That's crazy. There's no money in seeds. You know what you need?
Some time to find what I really want in life?
No, not that. Beans.
Beans?
Yeah.
Secretly wanted to be vegan for years, but all we've ever had is milk and cheese. I love some beans.
No, magic beans, kid. These are magic. Magic.
Listen, I'm not sure that's a thing. I'm uneducated, not a fool.
Fine, then they're just regular beans.
Oh, cool. They're not refried beans, are they? Because a lot of those times, refried beans are fried in lard, and I ain't having any of that.
No, they're just regular, non-magic beans. Definitely not magic.
Organic?
Oh, for sure. So, we got a deal?
Wait, this cow for some beans? Why do you want my cow?
Okay, I'm an MC, see, and I need a cow who can beatbox like that. My turntable's busted, and I got a gig I gotta get to. My back's really against the wall here, so what do you say?
Okay, deal. Look, I don't want you to lose your gig. I thought about being a singer myself, and I would not want to stand in the way of your dream.
Well, from one creative to another, I appreciate that. Here you go. And so Jack traded the magic beans for Milky White, for the cow.
Oh.
Here you go. Oh, come on. We got a gig. Rehearsal in 5 minutes. Okay. Jack traded the cow for some magic beans, and he returned home.
Ma, I sold the cow.
Oh, really? Now you can start that company just like I've always wanted you to do.
Even better. We now can live a heart-healthy lifestyle. I got a bunch of beans, and we'll make you a fabulous healthy dinner. Beans are great for you.
Oh, what I'm hearing is that you bought a food truck. That's excellent. Those are very trendy, and now you'll be able to support us.
Hey, actually, I just got this one bag of beans.
One bag?
Yeah.
Haven't you got any business sense?
Oh, come on. I am just a kid. I just lack life experiences and all. We pretty much just stay in this bar all the time watching those old movies.
And we're lucky to have it.
I know. It's just I want to go and see the world.
What, do you mean like a tour guide?
I don't know, like an astronaut maybe.
Every kid wants to be an astronaut. But do they have the drive necessary to learn the math? No, I don't think they do. Get your head out of the clouds, kid. I'm hungry. Let me see what you can whip up with those beans.
So Jack made them dinner with the beans, and the mother was pretty surprised how delicious and filling beans could be. And they could finally use all those spices they had in the cabinet that weren't used for, milk-centric dishes. But Jack, thinking that he might be sensible for a change and think about his future, he planted a few of those beans out in the yard. And it turns out they were magic beans. Overnight, the beans grew and grew and grew into a giant beanstalk that reached all the way up into the clouds.
Whoa! The guy was right. They were magic beans.
What, magic? You had a whole bag of magic beans and you used all but 3 of them in one dish?
Well, we do have some left over.
I love you very, very much, but you're totally mismanaging your resources there.
Hey, if you have so much business sense, why do we still live in a one-bedroom barn?
No more questions!
Well, how tall do you think that beanstalk is?
What did I just say?
What?
That's another question.
Fine. I'm gonna go find out for myself.
All right then, but you better come back with something of value.
So Jack climbed the beanstalk. He climbed and he climbed and he climbed. He climbed until he reached all the way up into the clouds. And as he stepped out onto the cloud, he saw a really big castle way off into the distance. And more importantly, right now, Jack was really hungry because he left in such a hurry. He didn't even have any breakfast or anything, bean or otherwise. And so he decided to see if there was any food in the big castle. And as he got closer, he saw a big giant woman who was puffing clouds up into a shape.
Whoa! I always thought I could see shapes in the clouds, but I thought I was just using my imagination.
Well, I can't take credit for all the shapes, but yeah, I do my best.
You are amazing.
Well, thank you very much. My husband doesn't seem to think so. I make clouds into shapes all the time, and he just makes fun of me.
Well, that's terrible. Why would he do that?
He's just frustrated because he can't do what he really wants to do with his life.
What's that?
Well, he just wants to smash things all the time, but we live up in the clouds, and so he can't smash anything. Have you ever tried to punch a cloud? I mean, your hand just goes right through.
Then how are we standing on them right now?
It's best if you don't think about it too much. So why don't you come in the castle and I'll give you some food, huh?
And so they went into the castle, and she gave Jack a little bit of bread. Well, a little bit for her. For him, it was like a giant amount of bread.
This is delicious.
If my husband doesn't think so. He says my cooking irritates his stomach.
That sounds pretty intolerant.
Well, now that you mention it.
And just then, they heard a giant stomping through the castle towards them. And the giant woman said,
Quick, hide in this jar. Hide in this jar of flour.
And she placed him in a jar that was big enough for him to fit inside.
But he can smell me. It's not going to do any good.
Just trust me. That's the safest place for you.
And so Jack hid in the jar of flour. And just as he did, the giant came into the kitchen.
Fee-fi-fo food. I smell the blood of some random dude. I'll grind his bones to bake, you see, 'cause bone meal bread is gluten-free. There's someone here. I can smell him. He's probably here to steal my goose that lays golden eggs. I'll find him. But first, a snack. Wait, what? Bread again? Oh, told you, bread makes me break out in hives. It's a real thing. Why do we even keep flour in the house? I don't. Whatever. Just gonna play my harp. It's the only thing that calms me down.
And so the giant went and got a beautiful golden harp. And he sat down on the couch. And Jack could see this because he had just lifted the jar up so that he could see through a little crack. And he watched the giant playing beautifully on the couch. It was really pretty good, actually. And he relaxed so much that he fell asleep. So, once he was asleep, Jack snuck out of the jar and saw on the counter a giant goose standing next to him. Huh? What's up, man?
Hey, Goose. I'm Maverick. I'm just kidding. My name's Jack. Whoa, you can talk.
Yeah, and, my name's not Goose, it's Anthony, and I can lay golden eggs, too. I got all kinds of hidden talents.
What? That's crazy. Oh, could you do it right now?
You sound just like the giant, All he ever says to me is, Goose, lay a golden egg. Like I can't do anything else.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Anthony. Hey, I'm going to go take that harp and bring it back to my mom.
Huh? It's kind of messed up, man, just taking a giant's golden harp like that. I mean, you know how long it takes to learn how to play the harp?
But we need the money.
Yeah, still, man, I mean,
Well, he was going to eat me.
That's fair. Hey, let me give you a ride down to the floor.
And so Jack got on the goose's back, and they flew down to the floor where Jack crept slowly up to the giant. And he carefully took the golden harp out from the couch where it lay. And he took it to the beanstalk, where he rushed down the beanstalk to show his mother the harp that he had found up in the sky.
Ma, look! I was just up in this castle in the clouds, and there was this giant woman who made clouds into shapes, and there was a goose who lays golden eggs, and this giant who was going to eat me, and he played this golden harp, which I brought for you.
Wait, so hang on. Let's unpack this, Jack. So you met a goose who can lay golden eggs that are made of gold.
Uh-huh.
Like an unlimited supply of eggs that are golden.
Uh-huh.
And you made an executive decision to bring back this harp instead.
Uh-huh. Well, the goose's name is Anthony.
Right. Jack, can you even play the harp?
Well,
Okay, so
no.
You're not really thinking things through, are you, Jack?
Well, Ma, how do I even know he'd even want to go with me?
Did you ask him?
Well, no, but...
Okay, well, so go on back up there and ask him. You never know unless you ask. Go.
And so
Okay.
Jack climbed all the way back up the beanstalk. And when he did, he heard the giant shouting.
Fee, fi, fo, farp! I'm gonna squash that boy who stole my harp! Who dares take it just one day, this thing that took me, it took me like 6 years to learn how to play.
And he saw Anthony flapping towards him in a panic. We gotta get out of here. He's really mad, man. And the giant saw them both, and the giant shouted at them.
Fee, fi, fo, foof! Now you're trying to steal my goose?
Does he rhyme like that all the time?
We had no time for questions, Just go, man, go!
And so they started to scramble down the beanstalk. But when the giant jumped onto the beanstalk, it shook so much that they all fell off to the side and started falling. And luckily, Jack was able to reach out, and he was able to grab Anthony, the goose's, back, and they were flying together. But they were out of control. They were in a flat spin. Luckily, Anthony the goose got just enough control to stop the spin. But then they looked up, and they saw the giant falling right towards them. And Jack had a thought.
Goose, hit the brakes.
What? That'll just bring him closer.
Trust me, hit the brakes, and he'll fly right by us.
Okay, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. My name is Anthony, not Goose. And I'm a goose. I don't have brakes, man.
Just do it.
And so Anthony spread his wings as far as he could, forces them to pull up, and the giant flew right by them.
They were safe. And the giant continued to fall, and he crashed right next to the beanstalk, snapping it at its base, and it fell over with a giant crash.
Ow.
When Jack and Anthony landed, they could see that the giant was actually really hurt. And so
Yeah,
Anthony,
that really hurt.
yeah, Anthony whipped out his medical kit, and he started to patch him up. And Jack said,
You're a doctor too?
I'm a trauma surgeon. I have many hidden talents.
That's what I've been seeing. Did you hear that, Mom?
Yes, I did. Now, what are we going to do about all this?
well, the giant was really appreciative that the goose patched him up, and Jack gave him back his harp, which made him really happy, calmed him down a little bit more. And they had this giant mess of the beanstalk crashed and being all over the place. So since there was no way of the giant getting back home, they decided to put all their skills together and make a company, that had 80s retro looking clothes made out of beanstalk materials. And they used a few golden eggs to secure a small business loan. Jack did the designs, and the giant got to chop all day, just chopping up the materials. And Jack's mom ran the books. So,
And they
All
all
live
Happily ever.
ever after.
ever after.
flawless. I think we landed that ending. Thank you.